Welcome to this week's video. I hope everyone's had a nice weekend and that. As you can see, I'm back in the kitchen this week. We're going to be cooking something up. If you live in the UK, you'll notice over the last week or two, autumn's starting to bite. It's getting a bit colder and that, a bit darker in the mornings. And I thought we'd have a go at making a winter soup. Because I'm not in the kitchen that often now, we're going to make an absolute cracker, absolute beauty. So we'll have a quick run through of all the ingredients, what I've got on my bench and that, and we'll set about it. Because this one's an absolute belter. Right, this is what you're going to be needing to cook this. Like I say, there's no fancy in here. You can get everything from the supermarket. Most of it's store cupboard stuff you've probably got in the cupboard anyway. But we'll have a quick run through in that. The front lot look like a traditional winter style soup. Nothing wrong with that. I love it myself. It's just the back that makes it a bit different. Makes it very, very tasty. So in this one, I'm going to go with a Leek. I've done all my prep and that just to save the time on the video. But from start to finish, it'll take you about an hour and 10 minutes, including the cooking time. A couple of carrots, which I've diced up. Some chopped garlic. That's frozen chopped garlic. You can use fresh, use whatever you want. An onion, which I've diced up, a medium-sized onion. Half a small swede, which I've diced up. Again, they're not perfect. I'm not a chef on out. But it doesn't matter. It's only going in soup, innit? It's only going in soup. A couple of potatoes, which again I've diced up. A stock cube, melted in water. Just an ordinary run-of-the-mill vegetarian one. You can use chicken one if you want. And then this is where it starts getting a bit interesting. 100 grams of split red lentils, a tin of chopped tomatoes, a few sprays of firelight, some Italian herbs, a good squirt of tomato puree, salt and pepper to season, and this is the kicker, 100 grams of diced chorizo, and a good spoonful of smoked paprika. Absolutely fantastic. The equipment we're going to be using, I've dug my biggest pan out with a wooden spoon. My trusty old mixer here. I've had that about 5 years, bought it for a £5 from a charity shop. An absolute star. I use it every day. And we're going to be using a kettle full of water. I've got my tablet here because I thought while we're cooking stuff up, we'll have a run through some of the comments and that because I've had a lot of new subscribers. And I think that's down to that stewed steak video. So, yeah, let's get set up and let's get cooking. Right, first of all, before we get in any comments, just want to warm your pan up and spray it. This has been on a little bit too long, so it might spit a little bit. Yep, that's fine. About 5 or 6 sprays of the old firelight. Let it warm up a bit. Then we're going to go straight into our onions and our garlic. We're just going to give this a minute. Give it a little stir around. We'll just give it a minute to start softening the onions up a bit. I've got my hob on number 4, so it's quite high. So we'll stick that on there. We'll have a look at the first comment. Most of them are really nice, you know. Most of them are really encouraging, I mean, the stewed steak video, I didn't expect that taken off. I done it weeks ago. And I think things have improved a little bit since then. So welcome to everyone who's subscribed so far. Like, I think I'm on about 240. Incredible. 2 weeks ago I was on 115. Absolutely insane. Great comments. Lots of them are around the stewed steak video. Things about like what ones people have had. A lot of people like the Aldi's one. But the Asda one I think took a lot of people by surprise. Right. We're going to go in now with all the root vegetables. It doesn't matter which order they go in, just stick them all in. We're just going to let these caramelize up a little bit. I hope you can hear this properly over this hiss because it's really loud. Get the leeks in. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes just to bring the sugars out of the veg and that. It's lush. You get the benefit of this further down the line. You do this bit now, the soup will taste absolutely fantastic. But look at how healthy does that look. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Right, we'll give that a couple of minutes. We'll go to our next comment. I had a couple of negative comments. I had one about stop repeating yourself, and what the other one was, oh, and that. You say and that all the time. I can't help it. To be quite honest with you, I can't help it. I'm quite new to this. Talking is alien on a camera. Try it. Try talking on a camera. It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. But anyway, I'm trying my best. I'm practicing every time, and I think we're getting there. We're getting there. But anyway, back to the positive stuff. Back to the positive stuff. Got one here. Michael Hughes. I love Asda stewed steak with mashed potatoes and carrots and cabbage. Lush, man, lush. I had one saying that just buy some beef, and I get that one. I get that one. Just buy some beef. But it takes ages to braise steak off and that. And that's just a quick method, and I think it's quite nice, me, like. Right. Now I'm going to go in with paprika, with chorizo. This is absolutely stunning, this stuff, you know. The smell is incredible. With lentils. We're going to give it a good mix. And we're going to go in with salt and pepper. Tell us in the comments what you think about my other type of videos and that, the walking ones and that. I'm yet to really feel a response off that. I mean, it's only my hobby. The whole lot of this YouTube's only my hobby. I mean, I've got no grandeur in that. Bit of cooking, bit of walking and that. No better, man, no better. So that's the salt and pepper gone in. Good squirt of the tomato puree. This can go in. Get it in there, about 20-30 grams or whatever. I say I haven't really counted it out. I don't see the point on this one. It's just all health in it. Apart from this sausage. Everything in here is good for your bones. It'll warm you through on a winter's day and that. So we're going to go in with stock. That'll quieten things down a lot. We're going to go in with the chopped tomatoes. I'm making a right mess. This is, I don't know how much down the bench you can see, but that's a typical YouTube and cooking channel. Absolutely horrendous kitchens afterwards. We'll give that a good mix in. We'll go in with Italian herbs. There's no real order how you pile these in, you just pile them in. I have a tendency to forget stuff, like, so I've got to sort of work at a system. Right, stack them up because they're getting in the way. We'll give it a good mix. And that's basically the hard work done. We're going to cover, going to cover this now with about half a kettle of water, just so the veg is nicely covered. I mean, we can always water it down later, but that's perfect, that's perfect. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring this to a boil. Then I'm going to turn it down and I'm going to simmer it for about 40 minutes until the veg is going soft. We'll test the veg, then we'll move on to the next part. This stuff is absolutely fantastic, fantastic. I'll search a couple more comments out for the next stage. And yeah, fantastic. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Right, our soup mix has been boiling up a bit for about 3 or 4 minutes and that. I'm just going to knock it down now to about number 2. And I'm going to just let it sit for about 35-40 minutes. Just let the veg all soften up and that. Then we'll move on to the next stage. Here's a nice comment. It was for me £4 pork dinner video. That was months ago, months and months ago. She must have, it's Anne-Marie Hewitt. And it just says, plain, simply, delicious home cooking. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's not about being daft and being clever and that. Don't get us wrong. I like watching the cooks on the telly myself because some of them are great. But it is about getting fed, man. Getting fed. And this one will feed you up a treat. This is at about 40 minutes now to soften itself up and that. Doesn't that look fantastic? Look at the meat in that in there. Absolutely. Remember minestrone soup when it like swells up in the can? That's what it tastes like, you know, absolutely fantastic. But to test your veg, I'm doing this one-handed. I've got the camera in the other hand, so hopefully I don't drop it because I'm not good multitasker. But just get a bit of veg on the back of your spoon and squash it against the side of the pan. And if it starts mushing up like that, it's perfect, it's perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move that a bit closer to my mixer. We'll get it mixed up, then we'll get it served up. You can just eat it like this, you know, and it's lush. But I just like to finish it off by putting about a third through my blender. Let's use my jug that I used to make the stock and that. Scoop about a bit more than that, about that much, about a third. And whack it in the blender. In fact, I might put a little bit more in, a little bit more. And I'm just going to wazz this up for about 30 seconds. It might go a bit loud, so I might do one of them transition-y things. But this will transform the soup. That didn't take long at all, about 15 seconds it took. So we'll just get rid of that, and we'll just put the puree back into the soup. Absolutely fantastic. Get me wooden spoon. Hope I'm not blocking the camera up with my arm. And I'll just scrape it out. Fantastic. We'll just give this a nice good stir. Right, let's get a bowl, get some crusty bread, and give this one a go. All that's left is to thank everyone for watching, and thank for everyone for keep subscribing and that. Absolutely fantastic. It is my hobby, and I know not every video is going to be for everyone. The next video is going to be set in the local cemetery. It's going to be a bit techie. I'm going to go over how I found living with this camera and that, and what I'm doing to improve the technical side of my channel and that. But I love that type of stuff, geeky stuff. I love geeky stuff. But look at this stuff, man. Absolutely fantastic. Proper winter warmer. This will stick to your ribs on the way down. Fantastic. So yeah, thank you for watching. Keep subscribing, keep liking videos, keep making your comments. I love them. What do you think about this section? Have I worked the comments into a cooking video? I think it worked quite well. It was my first time at it. And I wasn't perfect, but we'll get there, we'll get there. So yeah, welcome everyone. And all the new ones, all the old ones, thank you very much. And let's have a taste of this. Look at that, doesn't that look absolutely fantastic? Best thing I've tasted all week. Give it a go, you never know, you might like it. Right, be kind. I'll see you next time. Have a great week. Ta-ra.